So I'm not sure how on the Facebook platform, this whole community, that we can begin to stage somewhat of a loud call to engage the outside world in probably a quest for change. And the only reason why I've been focusing in on GM these days is because it seems again like we keep giving more and more money to support the old scaffolding that keeps in place an old economy, that keeps in place a lot of different thoughts that don't let us move towards a much different world where a true sense of sustainability really impacts not only business but government in and of itself. So in a quick way, what I wanted to do to see if we could engage more and more people over the Facebook community was to make a short YouTube video like this is it, that would in some ways be a way in which we encourage and or send this video around and see how many people out there really on some level agree that this GM new strategy is really not new. That basically it's still following very old and very non-sustainability, and I mean it from the new sense, not just sustain the business, constructs. So what I'm going to say is that I think three things need to happen. That GM needs to start reporting, GRI reporting, corporate responsibility reporting, need to do the A-level GRI report that includes a third-party evaluation. They need to start looking at and determining what their sustainability goals are for the long term, which I have not seen. I would tell them to go and actually look at Walmart's three rather incredibly strong sustainability goals on how they're viewing the future, and to begin to use that as a platform. I also think that on some level GM needs to do a true cost accounting. The externality costs of cars on the environment is not okay. And on some level they have to inspire their designers to really start designing for a doing more with less society. More and more value into the product, less and less resource. And I'm saying this just from the standpoint of if we can begin to see that you really begin to move the company into the 21st century, where you begin to see new minds thinking about the business and the world and the next 7 generations, then you begin to put in place that maybe GM can become a model to how we begin to do something anew. So I'm putting this forth as a way of let's get them to at least take the one big step, GRI, reporting, strong sustainability goals, true cost accounting where they're really putting in, what the dollars are for every single car that's put out there, the externality costs. And once we get these in place, I'm only hoping it will stimulate their designers to, on some levels, begin to design anew, to actually create a doing more with less automobile company. So, if you like this, pass this around to people. I'd love to see how to access all the social knowledge that's in this community, to see if we can't start a wave of we the people. What do we the people, now that we own an automobile company, really feel? And what can we do to, in some ways, have a voice in the wave of future that needs to come through? Thanks.